Okay, this video is going to look at the first of the new changes that are out there, and that is adding a domain and verifying it. So in the past, all we did was we took our pixel and we popped the pixel on the website that we were going to use ads on, and that's how our tracking happened. Facebook have now instituted a second level of security, and that is they want you to verify the domain that that pixel is going to be put onto. So the first step is you have to add the domain. So I have previously added this domain, which is one of the domains I run. And as you can see, it's got a verified status up here. This is also in business.facebook.com. And you go to the section, if you're up here, you go to this business settings section, and then you go down to brand safety, domains. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another one of my domains. Oops, wrong one. And I'm going to edit domain name that we want to associate, add. Okay, and here's the little tricky things. It doesn't like all of these backspaces. Add domain. Right. So it's come up, as you can see, it's got a red dot there, which it says it's not verified. So the next thing I've got to do is I've got to go over and do some things on the website itself. So if I go into the back end of the website, let's hope it's the right login. So I've got three ways of doing this code addition. I can either do it through DNS verification, HTML file upload, or meta tag verification. Can't talk today. I haven't seen anyone do that. Most of what people are doing is this one, or they're doing the DNS. So in this one, you've got to go into the domain register and visit the DNS record section. You've got to add this to the configuration, add it into the @host field if the domain is saying they want. Then once you've done that, that's going to kick up, and there may take a little while for just the website domain service to get up to date with that change. Once it's happened, you'll be able to click here on the verify. Now, if I click here on the verify now, it's going to say that it wasn't ready to do it. So once you click on the verify, and it's going to show, and it's going to come as verified. Then the next thing you do is you have to associate an ad account with the add an asset. So you've got to associate the ad account with the verified domain. And I want to know why this one didn't come up. So add assets. You've got to add assets here. That's why you've got to add a page, whichever page you want to be advertising to that domain on. Then you go across here to pages and find the page, and okay, that's okay. Now, you've got to be in the business manager that is at the very top level. So if you're a contractor, you can't be doing it in your contractor's business manager for your agency that you contract to, and conversely, the agency can't do it for the business they've got to be contracted to. The business they're associated with, they're looking into their business manager. So we've got these multiple levels of support of security on Facebook. So the business, let's say I'm the contractor and I contract to ABC Agency, and ABC Agency is running ads for 123 Company. Now, I, as the contractor, have got to get the company right at the very top to do this. So 123 Company's got to do this process, which is causing us some issues because generally you've got to be logged into them, and half the time they don't know what they're doing. So get on a Zoom shared screen and walk them through it. And they've got to have their web devs actually handle that as well, because there's quite a few different things that are going to be done in terms of where the site is hosted and how it's hosted. Then the Agency's got to, then they've got to assign the agency that they're working with them. So 123 company has to, on that domains, they've got to assign a partner here. So they would go into a partners and assign, use the partner business ID and pop that in there. The partner's business ID is here it's here. This is the business manager ID. So they've got to grab that number and they've got to put that into, I know it's right, assign partners. So I've got to put that into there, and then it'll filter down. And then the last step is, if you're a contractor, is you've got to be given assigned access to. So you've got to then associate. Sorry, I've missed a step here. So this isn't as clear as I'd like it to be, because there's another step in here, which is that the pixel needs to be connected to a verified domain. So when I've got a verified domain, the pixel needs to be, I can't remember which of these pixels. This is my account. I don't open it. I don't use it very often. And the pixel's got to be associated to the domain as well. Now, at the bottom of this video, I'll do the link to a very good buffer file that actually, a buffer post that actually explained this in great detail. But as you can see, there's varying levels here. And without all of these levels being done over here at this stage, assign assets. That'll do for now. I'll sign that one. And go back up into the add account. Add assets. This is a different account tool. Doesn't want me to do it there. That's because I don't actually have an ad account added to this. I don't have an ad account added to this. Add an ad account. Ad account ID. Cancel. I'll do that later. I actually only have pages assigned to this ad account, not the actual ad account itself. So there's all the various different levels that have got to be handled. Then also on top of that, we've got the issues within Event Manager. This account probably won't show it, but you've now got more. Okay, so this is good. Introducing Tracewords aggravated event management. Learn more. It's not a bad help file actually. So this is worth reading. So next, your domains will be configured with 8 events from your existing Pixel and Facebook. Now, you can't do this unless you've verified the domain. So there's levels within levels within levels nowadays. So you've got to configure your domain, get it all set up for the ad account, get it all set up associated with the Pixel, and then go in and do this step. Events on a pro, and we're only going to get 8 events from your existing Pixel. And it's going to self-assign ones based on your setup already, because we're reverse engineering quite a lot of this to setting it up. Configuration. So configuration is a one-time setup that they've already done for you based on your recent ad spend. Yeah, thanks, Facebook. It may not be the way I want it to be. So aggregated events, you go into here, and because I actually haven't had any ad spend on this account, because I do everything via agencies accounts. So there's really not going to be anything. Oh, there's a bit come up. So the domain's verified. This isn't verified. As me, Acuity scheduling. So this is Acuity, which is my bookings thing. As me, I'm not sure what that is. Go and check. I've used that somewhere. As me, I think, is one of the probably booking software edit events. So we can't add. So this is where we're coming a cropper nowadays, because this at points I've had ads running, and within the ads running I've had like book a call, and I've had them go straight across to, I'll show you Acuity. It's only, hang on, I'll go to the other go to another window that's going to bring it up better. So this is a bit of software run by Acuity Scheduling, and I'm lazy. Most of the time I do the booking link in there, and I just send the, so I'm doing a, let's say I'm doing an ad, I'm saying book a call with me. So generally I'm just grabbing, let's say the complimentary chat, I'm just grabbing this link, and I'm sending it, I'm sending the people out of the Facebook ad, and I'm sending them across to this my bit on the Acuity server. So all of this is customized, but all of this is sitting on, according to this, acuityscheduling.com. So acuityscheduling.com / and it's probably going to have whatever my account is sitting over there. And then it's going to go find this. Now, that was great up until recently, but because we now have to verify domains, I can't verify a domain that's owned by somebody else. And they're not going to verify it, obviously, on my behalf. Now, Acuity can't go and put individual bits of code for the verification domain process within every single user of their account. A, they're not going to do it. B, it's just not feasible. So the same thing's coming up with things like ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign, booking software like Acuity, Calendly, Schedule Once, many Typeform, and the form ones like Typeform, Cognito, many of these third party, where in the funnels in the past, we've just got away with just flicking them out to the link that's just sitting wherever, and then they do whatever they do there, and then they come back into our funnel. And what we're going to have to do now is that we're going to have to embed schedulers. So we're going to have to embed this within our website. So when I verified the domain that's here or here, what it's going to happen when you verify the top level of the domain, so dynamicosagency.com, let's say it's coming back to / book a call, which it will when I verify Karim, because this is what again, I'm being lazy. I've been lazy when I've set up these because I usually haven't. So this is going out to as me. Okay, so this is where that as me on events, this is where this is coming up from. That's coming from, it's probably coming from here. Yeah, as me, that's the as me, that's where that's coming from. So instead of flicking from my website, instead of having the book a call here, what I have to do now is I'm going to have to flick that button. Instead of flicking it out to Acuity, I'm going to have to flick it into, doesn't look like I actually have it embedded on here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The easy way to do it was not to have new appointments. Probably that one. So this is where, see how it's karimar.com, new appointments. This is using this, embed the scheduler, or embed the button. So I'm going to use the embed. So embed the scheduler will embed this entire schedule. That's what I've done here to get this. So I'm going to have to change the link on the home page. I'm going to have to change this link so that it stays within my website and doesn't go out to another website, or else I'm going to get myself in trouble with Facebook's aggregated events on here. Once I've verified that. I'm just seeing what happens to edit events. You've got to actually add, I've never actually used, so which pixel, how to change. I don't know why it's not picking up. It's not picking up one of those pixels because I haven't associated the pixel on the back end on the business settings. So all of these are filtering through. We've now not gone from no security. We've now gone to about 15 different levels of security. Well, it is what it is. We just need to take it as it is. So once you've set it up on the back, you will be able to go in here and you'll get the event name and you'll be able to sign the events. Now it gets really complicated when you're doing e-commerce, because with e-commerce you've got lots of events and we're having trouble trying to get our heads around optimizing for up to 8 events. And then what happens when what happens when this happens is anybody's guess at the moment. And the Apple iOS 14 changes are the word around the tracks is that they're coming in at the end of March, early April. So we just go through the roller coaster will go back up to the top and start falling down the bottom on us again when we get to that. And that's just going to be how it is. So clear as mud. If you really don't know your way around handling domain redirections and things like that, then go find yourself. There's quite a few businesses out there that will actually do that for you. Go find one that is doing it for you. I'm about to offer it in a limited way. Domains, connected assets, add asset pages. I don't know why it hasn't added. I don't know why it hasn't added the ad account. So let me find that. Let me find that article for you. Where did I put it? Yes, no, that's a Bluehost instructions on how to verify. This one. So domain verification, who's it for, blah, 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 setting up. So this is quite a good video to look at, although it's pretty low level, but it's worth having a quick look at. So open Facebook Business Manager, go to business settings, brand safety domains, click on add to enter your domain. Then this one, verifying your domain. They're saying 2 steps, there's actually 3. I'm not sure why anyone's not doing the 3rd, but anyway, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter which you use, just pick one that you can understand and use it. Clicking on next, log into your domain provider, head over the DNS, add the TNX. And it's giving you ones for GoDaddy, Hover, and Bluehost. Probably the Bluehost one will be pretty close to what most domains are doing, but if in doubt, talk to your domain providers. Once the domains, click the verify button, blah, 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 blah. Forget about this one if you're not doing HTML. Then you've got to assign your Facebook page to your verified domain. From the domain page, click on add assets. The window, select the asset type, add, associate your page with the domain. And then this is the bit about if you're, say, an agency and you're needing to get your client that's sitting above you, who's done the process above that, to actually allow you in as a partner. So that's pretty useful. All right, I'm going to hunt out some other steps on this actual event, on this aggregated event, because there's some bits there that obviously need looking into.